Okay, guys, week 14 is here, and I got some sleep last night, and I got some energy here. And, today, the New England Patriots will be going into Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a big game for the Steelers because at 7-5, you're right there in the playoff picture. But, this is not a game where Pittsburgh can take lightly. This is a game where Pittsburgh really needs to get healthy. It's a horrific New England team. I kind of feel bad for Bill Belichick, but I don't, because he's been kicking people's asses for 3 decades, it seems like. And it's time for him to, get a little bit of what he's been shelling all these years. So anyway, let's get right to this matchup. First of all, when you talk about the New England Patriots, it's just a shell of its former self, when you had the days of Tom Brady, because, not only are they, hurt on both sides of the ball, but, at 2-10, I feel like, when I think of this team, I feel like, they've already just packed it in. How do you get shut out against an LA Chargers defense last week that is really not good? And, and when you turn the page and go now to this Pittsburgh defense, which is really good, this is where I feel like, New England is in desperate trouble. They lost their leader in Ramondre Stevenson. They're going to go to the veteran Ezekiel Elliott this week. They have no Demario Douglas. There's no weapons on the New England side of the ball. And if you look at it from last week, now you realize, with Zappe at quarterback, even Mac Jones at quarterback, it doesn't matter because they're just terrible. Up front, the horses are all gone out of the stable. This is a rebuilding offensive line. And, I know I'm being negative here, but, it's just not good. On the other side, Kenny Pickett got hurt last week, and now they hand the reins to Mitch Trubisky, who this could be a breath of fresh air for the Steeler offense because, the Steeler offense really has playmakers all over the field. You've got George Pickens, you got Deontay Johnson, you've got a great tight end in Freiermuth. I'm a big fan of his. And, with Najee banged up, now you give the ball to Jaylen Warren, who, guess what, is better than Najee. If you look in the past 5 games, Jaylen Warren is a scary running back who can take the ball to the house. He's physical. He's got great vision, and this is a good thing for the Steeler offense. So they're given 6.5. I like the Steelers to get well offensively in this game. They're at home. It's going to be cold. I feel like the New England defense, they held the Charger offense to 6 points. And if you look down at New England's last 4 games, they've lost by a total of 4 points on all 4 games. 4-3. These have been close games. But now they're looking at, we're 2-10, and now we're looking at possibly a really high draft pick, probably the number 2 draft pick in the whole NFL if we just keep tanking. And Pittsburgh has everything to play for, and they're trying to get right offensively. So I'm taking the Steelers minus the 6 points. I know their offense hasn't been great, but I believe that the motivation is the fact that they have everything to play for, and New England has nothing to play for. And all of their weapons are hurt. So take the Steelers minus the 6. Let's get the week started on a winning note. And by the way, I love the fact that, so many people are starting to share these videos. They're liking the videos. And please subscribe because, we're trying to build on our site here. And, we love doing it. We're going to be here all week. I'm going to have every NFL game and all the content for you. And let's have a great monster week 14. And, oh, by the way, I'm Mark Gottlieb.